Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a stock that is breaking out of a very bullish pattern from ARK Invest News and why you should keep it on your watch list. I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of y'all who dropped your stocks of interest in the comment section of yesterday's video. So before we begin again, don't forget to destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm as always. Let's begin. Okay, it looks like the futures market is open. It's not really going anywhere. It's not doing anything exciting. So we're gonna follow up on this one on Monday night. Now, the stock that is on the thumbnail that y'all have seen, that one is Palantir. All right, a lot of y'all have been asking me to do some reviews on Palantir, and the stock actually it had a big move on Friday. There was news that ARK Invest bought about 940,000 shares of the company, and as soon as that news hit, the stock actually spiked and then stayed up here. A lot of longs got in this run, hoping for the stock to go up to like $29. And it immediately faded down because of so much selling pressure from the market. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have been asking me to do a review on this one because of the pattern on the daily time frame. There's a very bullish pattern here, all right? And if tried to form this before, all right? It tried to form this thing here, okay? And then a lot of you were in the comments asking me to do a review on it. It broke out and it immediately just fell right back down. And then it went all the way back down to the lows, all right? But now, if you make that just a little bigger, you can see that, again, it's forming something else. It's constantly just teasing longs. It's teasing longs. And right over here is where we got that ARK news. That ARK Invest has actually bought more shares of this company. And it's not looking too great right now. And honestly, I think it may pull back just a little bit more. I'm not saying that it's not gonna run. It is. Eventually, it's gonna have to get out of there, right? Eventually. I looked into the company. The company is in the class of like big data analytics, right? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And it was founded by the co-founder of PayPal, Peter Thiel, all right? One of the co-founders of PayPal. So it's not a trash company. And they've been putting out news week after weeks about getting a bunch of contracts with the army, with the government. Every time there's some type of news, the stock seems to run. And immediately after that run, it just gets sold upon, all right? But honestly, I don't think we're going to get back to these lows right here. I will be very shocked to see the stock go below 20. Like, if you're a long-term investor and you bought in here and you bought here, and then again, when I made that previous video where I told all of you to not be afraid to catch this falling knife, you know, which is the exact day that NEO also dropped, along with XPEV also dropping. I told you specifically, don't be scared to catch the falling knife. And ever since that video, we've been above here. We never got below it. So if you're holding, again, power to you. I bought some calls on here, and I'm not selling. I don't plan on selling anytime soon. I got plenty of times on those calls, so I'm just chilling on the sidelines, just watching this thing play out, all right? But as of this stock, honestly, I think it can make a move all the way up to around, I would say 35 within a month, all right? Within a month, I can easily see this thing reaching $35, all right? But it may be choppy. It may be a choppy road there. We may see some consolidation. So definitely keep your eyes on this one. It's not a trashy company. It's really not a trashy company. I don't have anything against it. And I don't think this company is prone to fail. Again, since if ARK Invest see value in this thing, and I'm sure a lot of you have been digging into this company as well, I'm not here to say that this company is trash. Okay, so again, if you're a long-term investor, go right ahead. Dollar cost average in. And that is my very honest opinion of Palantir. Now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest, okay? The very first one that we're going to talk about, that one is Zoom. Let's talk about Zoom. I was very bearish on Zoom for a very long time until we got to the lows of like 335, right over here. And I did tell you that I do not want to scoop this up until we get all the way down to like below 320. It got to 330 and it immediately reversed, right? It kind of formed this bullish engulfing candle out of this. Let me change the time frame to the 4-hour time frame. And the other pattern that was on here, there was the falling wedge on the chart right over here, right? A falling wedge right there. And then it went all the way up to 404 on Friday and dipped back down some more. Honestly, I think it has room to run, but I want to see the stock tank just a little bit more towards like $365. Kind of like making this move right here. Again, I'm not bullish on the market short term. I think I do want to see 1 or 2 red days, either Tuesday moving into a Wednesday, right? I do want to see some violent red days and some sell off. And if that happens, Zoom is also going to get dragged down. So I want to see this thing drop just a little bit more, just so that some buyers can get back in here and push the stock up even higher. Probably towards like 425, maybe 430 within the next few weeks. It's going to take a while, okay? So definitely keep that one on your watch list as well for the next few weeks. The next one that we're going to be doing, that one is actually a follow-up. This is a stock that I featured in one of my videos before, Tesla. And Tesla was looking bullish until it broke down, which was very, it was very aggravating, right? The pattern that I saw here was right there. It was looking very bullish. They actually have some good news pre-market. And then it did this nasty thing. Let me turn this thing into the 1-hour time frame, right? And again, this is gonna be this this lesson. Again, this is a lesson for everybody who have a hard time reading charts. Okay, so I was very bullish on this thing until I saw this. Until I saw this little thing right there. All right, let me just remove all of the lines prior, and then let me draw something else. Right, trade what's in the front of you. All right, this is not the first time that I've done this. This is, I think, the 4th time that I did this. Every time you see a bearish pattern and you're long, I was long on Tesla. Every time you see a bearish pattern, do not ignore it, because as a short seller, this is something that I always look for. Not just to go short and make money, but to cut losses, because as a short seller, this is what I would go in to make money on the way down. All right, and the appropriate exit for this one, again, like I said, I was holding calls. The appropriate exit was anywhere over here, right? As soon as this thing broke down, was the first exit. And then if, let's say, you were a little bit like hesitant on whether you wanted to get out here or not, the second exit to get out was right over here. Let me change this to the 30. Yeah, the 30 is better. As soon as this thing broke below that floor, which was right over here at 940, right? First exit 850, second exit 840, 844-ish. All right. Third exit is when it just refused to get back above there. All right. That is when you were supposed to literally get out. Again, pay more attention to the intraday patterns, because these falls or these falls do not happen for no reason. Like, the reason to get out was because of the pattern on the 1 minute. It is very like nitpicky. You gotta look deep, but it's there. And I never ever ignore these things, especially when I'm trading. Okay, and the same thing happened for this is the perfect segue to talk about FUV as well. Let's make a follow-up on SUV. And as you can see, I got this little thing circled here for the same reason. What I saw, which kind of got me very irritated about this stock, again, it was looking very bullish. I made a video about it. I got in over here, right over here, okay, at $16. As soon as we got above that, I got in long. Then I made a video about it saying that, hey, this stock is looking very, very bullish. It's going to run all the way up to $25. And then I saw this. This is the moment where I was like, no, I'm not staying in this thing. I saw this thing right there. All right, which is the exact same thing that I just showed you guys on Tesla. I never, ever, ever ignore this, ever. All right, and I use it to my advantage, not only to make money as a short seller, right? but I also use it as defense to get out and either take a very small loss or even break even. This trade, I broke even because it was literally like not that far away from my entry at $16. I got in at $16, and you got to take into account time decay, of course, right? But this right here was the appropriate exit to get out. And if you were really like, if you really want to take advantage of the situation, you get out and then you buy puts, because this pattern is very clean in my eyes as a short seller, right? So that is my very honest, this just the analysis of how this play went. Where is it gonna go next? Again, since I am bearish on the market, I do think that we can go all the way down to $14, and then we'll see what happens next. If it holds very nicely and does something like this, if it holds very nicely and does something like this, which is the end pattern, right? I've taught you guys this before a long time ago. If we see something like that, I will be very tempted to get back in at the bottom at like $13 just to ride this wave up, right? Again, I'll get out here, and then when everything gets cheaper, I get back in low just to go back up, because it's not damaged or it's not imperfect yet. It still looks good for the longs. Short term, the pullbacks are normal, right? But again, I'm very, very picky and very meticulous with the charts. And this is the way I approach it. This is the way I trade. This is the way I like to trade. It's fun for me, and this is it's just how I do it, all right? So definitely keep your eyes for that move right here. And for those of you who are not familiar with this thing, if you look at Workhorse, I made a video all the way back here. I made a video all the way back here on Workhorse, right? And everybody made a lot of money on it. It was great. It was a wonderful video. The pattern was on here was very clean, right? It broke out. And then if we change this, let me change this to the 1. And then let me see here. We're kind of getting a little bit in depth. But yeah, you see it goes up here, right? And then it falls. It goes up here. Then it falls. And forms an end pattern. It didn't fall all the way down to the ground, but it was close enough. But yeah, this is what I mean by this is what I want by FUV to do. And that is the exact reason why I got out at like 17.30. Yeah, so watch this one for, again, still bullish on it long term. I just rather get a better deal on the stock, and that is how I'm approaching this stock as of this very moment. It will be very exciting to see what happens next week. So again, this is something that for all of you who are struggling with the charts, again, I'm trying to like put out some thoughts and some of my perspective on how I approach the chart. So if that helps you, again, destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm as always. Now, yeah, we're getting a little too long here. I'm gonna cut the video short. If you got value from the video, again, destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. I will be making more videos. Today is Sunday. Tomorrow is Monday. Tomorrow the market is closed because of a holiday, so I will be releasing more videos. I wanted to cover more today, but again, this video is getting a little too long. So if you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on these post-market analysis videos, which are released every single day in the afternoon, and the pre-market analysis videos, which are released from Monday through Friday at exactly 8:15 a.m. Central Time, 15 minutes before the market opens. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul Nguma and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. Also, if you are new to the market, if you're new to investing as a whole and you want to get started, I left some step-by-step directions in the description of the video below, step 1 through step 4. It only takes about 15 minutes or less to get everything you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 3 free stocks after signing up with Webull. Use my very first link in the description below. And 1 free stock after signing up with Robinhood using my second link in the description below as well. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next videos, all right? Have a wonderful night.